I was living in sweatpants and I felt like garbage. There goes the hair oil. So that was the box. I can't really show you because then I'd flash you, but like it's like a giant tent. Hello and welcome back. This week I'm talking about my postpartum glow up. A postpartum glow up is a thing. I didn't even know that it was a thing, but I was doing it anyway. Basically, what I was trying to do after I gave birth was try to feel like myself a little bit more, like try to feel like a little bit of a better version of myself. Basically, I'm like reimagining a vision or a version of myself after becoming a mom. Like I had this idea of who I would be after becoming a mom for so long, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, well I actually have to like make this happen now. I have to like step into this role in a physical way that doesn't involve my junk. So I mean like, you know, hair and makeup and like clothes and that kind of thing. I went through so many physical changes, like it's only natural. I need to like adapt to this. I need to embrace the changes. I need to feel really good about what I am, how my body is now. That's how I'm gonna phrase it. I need to feel really good about how my body is now, and I really want to embrace it and like worship it and make it feel like revered. And apparently a lot of people do this. I had no idea it was an actual thing. I was like, oh, it's a maternity makeover, but no, postpartum glow up. So let me walk you through all of the cool things that I did for myself for my postpartum glow up, and I'm hoping it'll inspire you if you are like about to give birth, oh, my baby's awake. He's wide awake. All right, first I'm gonna start with postpartum weight loss. Haven't done it, don't wanna do it. Frankly, I feel like it is a non-priority. Do I feel guilty and ashamed? Yes, absolutely. I feel like most women would because it's like just ingrained in our stupid culture. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. Like I have no intention of working on weight loss for the foreseeable future because it's not really like causing me any major issues. I could definitely feel it. I think I've mentioned before, like I absolutely feel the difference like when I'm working out, trying to get up and down off the floor. There is a heavy amount of weight there. There's like an extra 40 pounds that wasn't there before, but I don't feel like it should be a priority. I think I am perfectly healthy and fine just as I am, considering I'm still breastfeeding. I don't think it should be a focus whatsoever. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Plus, I feel like weight loss shouldn't be part of a glow up. It's like the whole old bounce back mentality. I'm not here to bounce back. I'm here to embrace the new me. Now I want to tell you about a bunch of different appointments that I went to make myself feel like a little bit more like myself. Because after, like for several months after giving birth, like I'm only 5 months in, I still feel a little weird, but those first couple of months are so wild and so challenging. So the first thing I did was I went and I got a massage, and this was about a month and a half after having Archie. So it was like mid-December. I was so sore. Like I lived like this, so hunched up, so crunched over because I was breastfeeding and learning how to do it. And you also curl over your stomach basically when you're in pregnancy mode. So I had the tightest shoulders. I could barely move. I went and I got a massage and it felt really good. And at the same time, it also made my neck totally seize up. And so I couldn't move my neck for like days after the fact, but I think it did go a long way in helping me feel a little bit better. Things that I have done since then include I got a neck massager thing for Christmas from Justin, and then just doing strength training has really helped with that. A lot of flies, chest flies or pop fly, whatever you want to call them, the flies. Shoulder exercises. When I was pregnant, I was on the What to Expect app, and someone had this big long list of all the things they did after they had a baby. One of them was going to get a haircut. Man, that was a really good idea. I went to my normal salon. My normal salonist was not available, so I got another lady. I went there and I had no idea what kind of hair I wanted to get. I kind of looked at the client that she was working on just before me, and I was like, I think I want her hair. I literally got her haircut. So I went from a side part, which I've had for I don't know, 15, 20 years to a center part. And that is like totally different, totally wild. I got these cool floopity-boo, bangy-bang thingamajiggies. It's a little bit more maintenance to have to do like a blowout or the curls or whatever. Today I've done absolutely nothing with it, but it still feels like really nice. And I think it's because it has so many layers. Anyway, it was a completely different look than what I'd had before. The nice thing about hair is that you can change it whenever you want to. You don't have to stick with it forever. I mean, of course, unless you're doing a giant chop and you're used to having really long hair. I kept my hair long, but I wanted something different because, again, like I'm trying to step into this new vision, this new version of myself who is just a very different person than I was 5 months ago. And I want to embrace that a little bit more. Plus it was fun. So I did that about 2.5 months after having Archie. And I think that was a good time frame because my body wasn't as painful. He wasn't eating every 2 hours or less. So I had the time to go to the salon. And then I went to the dentist like 4 days later. After having Archie, I was grinding my teeth so aggressively. I still grind my teeth really aggressively, but like I could really feel it. Like I was really like, everything hurt so much. Actually, when I went for my massage, I had them do my jaw because it was in that much pain. But getting my teeth cleaned after like a year of being pregnant, I was like, I'm not getting my teeth cleaned while I'm pregnant. That's a silly thing to do. I don't want to be in more discomfort. Getting my teeth cleaned felt so good. And I went to a new dentist, Avenue Smiles, and they had this option to do a paraffin wax for your hands. I didn't do it because my engagement ring is like, it's an antique and it's got a bunch of holes, and I was like, I don't want to get paraffin wax in my ring. Now I know. I'm going for fillings next week. I'm gonna leave my engagement ring at home because I want the paraffin wax for my hands. I think that would be really nice. Anyway, they treat you like magic at this dentist. It cost me more than I was expecting, I will be honest, but it was a really nice experience, especially given that I really don't like going to the dentist. Like I had an okay time, but my teeth just felt really refreshed. And it's kind of amazing like what going to the dentist can do to help you feel a little bit more refreshed. And then at the end of January, so like 2 months in, I went to my pelvic floor physiotherapy appointment. I'm still going to that, so it's an ongoing thing, but we started working on a program to help rehab my vag and my core and just make everything feel like normal again. Like it always feels different, I know, but it feels normal again. And it feels like I'm not flipping and flopping all over the place, if you catch my drift. And then the last really nice appointment that I went to was on February 7th. And that was just into the 3rd month of postpartum, and I was starting to feel like a little bit of a human again, and I went to get a facial. My brother and his wife got me a gift certificate for a facial at this spa, Nabby Spa on St. Clair. I actually started my vlog right after I went for that facial because for some reason I was like, oh yeah, I think I should start a vlog. And look at me, 8 weeks later, still vlogging. That's wild. It was such a nice facial. Listen, if you live in Toronto, you should probably check them out. It's Korean skincare, so you know it's good. And it was a combination of a facial and a massage because I was like, I really want another massage. It was so nice. I felt super refreshed afterwards and my face was all blotchy, but that's just what my face does. Really nice vibes, really nice environment. The owner of the spa did the facial and it was just like, chef's kiss, magical facial. So those are all the appointments that I did. You might want to add some, you might want to remove some, I don't know. Some people might not want to go to the dentist, so it's not really like a priority thing, but it does help you feel refreshed. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is postpartum style. Obviously, my body changed, so I had to dig out some old clothes from a different size, and I'm really glad that I started keeping all of my different sized clothes. Like if I spend a lot of money on a piece of clothing, I'm gonna keep it. I'm not just gonna donate it or sell it on consignment if my body shape changes, because I know my body is gonna fluctuate eventually. It goes up, it goes down. It's just the way bodies are. I am a shapeshifter. So what I did was I got out a whole bunch of my old clothes that I still really loved and took out a lot of the clothes that for sure don't fit me right now, and I just vacuum sealed them in a bag. But for the first couple of weeks, I was living in sweatpants and I felt like garbage. And I think I felt like garbage because I was living in sweatpants. Like I'm not a sweatpants kind of a person. I'm like jeans or a dress or skirt. Like I like clothes. I like fun clothes. I like to look put together. So wearing sweatpants, like I think it probably made me feel worse than I actually felt because it was just so difficult. But then, you know, you're in a diaper, you're bleeding out the wazoo. You don't really want to be wearing your nice clothes just in case, because ew, I don't want to spend time washing bloodstains out of my nice clothes. Frankly, with a new baby. So around 2 months after Archie was born, I went to Anthropologie and I bought myself 2 new pairs of jeans. I got some palazzo jeans and I got these other like cropped jeans. And I basically live in them now, but at least they feel more like me, like a little bit more human, and they feel nice and they don't feel like slovenly. Although today, the day of recording this, I put the sweatpants back on because look outside. Look. no thank you. I didn't want to go outside, and I was like, don't feel like wearing actual pants today. I guess there is a time and a place for sweatpants, and it's when I'm not leaving the house, but that's rare, so. Plus I just feel better not wearing them. However, I will say that getting yourself a nice pair of sweatpants, not even like stretchy leggings or anything, is just like, it's so much nicer than trying to put like tight things on your body after you give birth, because your belly's going like this, like everything's kind of like condensing back down because the uterus is condensing down, you're losing all the water weight, all of that sort of stuff. It's just nice to have things that aren't restrictive in any way, just so that you don't feel like, oh, this is one more thing that's bothering me. Another thing that I got a lot of was tops that I could breastfeed in, and this is actually one of them. I think I've talked about this before. I have the blue one as well as like a blue stripy one. Wide up, I can't really show you because then I'd flash you, but like it's like a giant tent, and it's big enough that if I'm out in public, I can lift it up, I can pop Archie under, and then I can feed him when I'm like at a food court at Yorkdale or something like that. That's a very fun time. I did do that. I was scared, but I was able to do it. And it's because this is such a like loose flowy top. Again, I'm not really one for loose flowy things. I like form-fitting things, but this just actually worked out really well. Also, button tops are good for breastfeeding because you can like unbutton, whip it out. If you feel comfortable with it, a t-shirt is fine and you can just pull it up, pull a boobie out. I do that at home. I bought a whole bunch of like $10 t-shirts at Old Navy. Here's the thing, my baby spits up a lot, so I'm changing my shirt as often he's changing his onesies, which is 4-ish times a day, 3 to 4 times a day. And I didn't want to spend a lot of money on something I have to wash over and over and over every single week. Like, it's a lot of laundry. It's a lot of wear and tear on the garment. I don't want to wear and tear my nice garments. But pretty soon, Archie is going to be switching to solids, which means he's not going to be spitting up on me all the time. So I will be able to switch back into some tops that I used to wear, some like nicer things that I don't have to worry as much about. Yeah, there's still gonna be messes, but it won't be nearly as much as this level of spit up because it's a lot. Again, I think I'm gonna talk about more of the clothing stuff later, but for glow up purposes, find yourself a couple of tops that like are like this breastfeeding one that I have. It's not specifically for breastfeeding. It's just like, it's a top I feel good in when I go out and I can breastfeed in it. It just makes a huge world of difference. That, and get out of your sweatpants as soon as you can if you are not a sweatpants person. So the postpartum hair stuff. I talked a little bit about the haircut that I got. It did really make me feel like a different person in a really good way. Like in a refined new mom kind of a way. It's still weird to call myself a mom. I haven't figured that whole thing out yet. 5 months in, still haven't quite figured it out. But what happens 4.5 months in, for me anyway, was all of the hair loss. And that was like a big deal because it just like, it comes out in these giant clumps. It has finally slowed down, so there aren't like giant clumps of my hair all over my home anymore. I'm trying to embrace it too and just be like, you know what, this is how my hair is just going to be for now, and it's like, it's fine, it's okay, it's nice. It's just, I wanted to address this as part of the glow up, I think, because it's something to expect after you give birth, you know, that you're gonna lose a lot of your hair. So just expect it and make it be part of what you're embracing, of the changes to your body that you're embracing, and it might help a little bit. I have experimented more with my makeup and with my hair, and today I'm gonna see if I can pull it all together and like have sort of a base look that I can just like do without thinking about doing. That is my metamorphosis. That is my new look, at least for the time being. But just something like simple that I can and it's done and I don't have to worry so much about it anymore. I think with this haircut, I really prefer the blowout look versus the curly kind of thing that I did the other day. I think it's because like there are just so many layers. Also, this area right here of my hair always ends up like, so I really need to give it something. I still like this sea salt texturizing spray. This shape here, this is like the swoop shape that I really like, that I want to keep going with. I forgot this part, that's what, okay. There. So, I mean, like it has some texture, it has some different stuff going on. Do I look enthused about it? No. Why? Because I haven't been sleeping. No sleep for new mothers. I like it. I think it looks cute. I'm okay with it. Okay, so this is the basic look. basic standard for now. So part of my postpartum glow up is getting new shampoo, which is actually the same shampoo that I've been using for the last, I want to say 2.5 years now, but I got it from Pros. I really love it. This time I also treated myself to a hair oil. This is my box. Pros. So every time I get stuff from Pros, it's all custom made specifically for my hair. It's the kind where you do the quiz and everything. And again, I need affiliate links for all of these things. So here's the box. There goes the hair oil. So that was the box. This is the hair oil, which I'm really excited. I'm excited to try it. I want to smell it. It smells so pretty. It smells like this candle that I had years ago that I was obsessed with. I don't know anything about scents, so it smells nice. How do I even describe it? It's not floral, it's like earthy. Earthy is the word. And then I've got my conditioner. See, it says it's for me. Pour moi. I also like this company as B Corp certified, climate neutral, 40% recycled plastic. Like, it ticks all of the boxes. I like that I've been finding all of these companies that like have the same ethical morals and values that I do, that are not big box stores and big, you know, Johnson & Johnson and businesses that just exploit others for the sake of profit. I like this kind of company instead. This is the shampoo. Smells really pretty. I used to go for like scent-free stuff, but lately, like with my hair, I've been like, yeah, I kind of want to have something scented just cause. This is a little bit more pungent than I'm used to, but overall, I'm very excited. And I have to tell you, I was waiting for the perfect moment to film this unboxing for some reason, and I waited for like, I think I got this stuff like 2 months ago, just opened the box. It has been sitting on the counter for so long. Now I want to talk about the skincare. I recorded a bunch of stuff in December, so like 2 months in, I bought a bunch of skincare from my client, Love Saranke. So I'm gonna insert that here. Listen, my amazing clients just sent me a whole bunch of their skincare products, and I'm gonna show you everything that I got. I ordered some of this stuff and then they like gifted me some other really amazing things. This is what I got and I'm gonna show you. Ooh, So the first thing that I learned from Peter and Andrea's podcast is you have to use a clean face cloth. That seems like a no-brainer, but I'm literally like doing the bare minimum to take care of myself as a brand new first-time mom. It's only been 8 weeks. Anyway, it's time to do things nicely for me. The fresh face cloth. So the first thing that I got is this nourishing and moisturizing oil and foam cleanser with truffle extract and gold. Gold, you guys. There it is. Let's try it. It smells so good. My face feels cleaner than it has felt in like a decade. What is this magic? Next is this perfect balanced toner. I'm excited to be perfectly balanced because literally nothing is in balance right now. Everything is in flux and it's chaos mode, so why not? Why not get a skincare product? Oh my god, it's so pretty. Like, look at it. Look at this bottle. Optimal pH, perfect balanced toner. It's a screw top. I don't know if you can hear my fridge in the background, but it's literally exploding. Toner to get the extra oil and sebum off. I learned that from Peter from the podcast Love Sarange. And Love Sarange means I love you, I think, right? I should really look that up. I'm so tired. Postpartum is no joke. You forget things so easily. Great. I got all of the extra oil and sebum off. Thank you for that. I believe next I'm supposed to use the Serum. This is a Deep Radiance Essence Plus Serum Triple Mushroom Complex. I don't know what those things are, but you can listen to the podcast to find out. The Love Sarange podcast with Peter and Andrea. Look at this cute little bottle. I've barely ever used serums in my life, so I know you have to use just like a tiny little bit. Okay, there's my tiny little bit. I hope this is right. They actually do like a skincare Q&A episode every month, and I probably should ask this in their Q&A. Like, what the heck? What the heck am I doing with all of these products? I'm still so new to it all. Oh my god, it's so nice. I know they also have this like snail serum, which is really cool. I want to check that out next, I think. Oh, this is so lovely. My face feels so good. And then finally, we have the Firm and Lift Regeneration Cream Triple Mushroom Complex. This comes with a little spoon, so I guess you're supposed to spoon it. Like, this is the first time I've ever bought like proper grown-up skincare. And I just can't believe they gifted me these little bonuses because they're just so sweet. Okay, how do I... Release yourself, tiny spoon. Look at it. It's so tiny. Scoop. What do I do? Oh, it's cold. Maybe because it's been in packaging and delivery mode. Oh my god, this is so nice. It's so thick. It's great for winter because I dry the heck out and I've got psoriasis everywhere. Another fun thing about my postpartum is that I'm having a psoriatic arthritis flare. My joints are killing me. I don't know if you can see in my eyes, like my eyebrow has psoriasis and the corners of my eyes. This is really, really nice. I want to try this now. Okay, Focus Renewal Eye Cream, Triple Mushroom Complex. Triple mushroom every time because 1 mushroom, 2 mushrooms, they're not enough. We need 3 mushrooms. Focus Eye Renewal Cream. Focus. I know you're supposed to do like these fingers to get those saggy baggy eyeballs. Oh, from being up several times in the night to feed my child. It's so silky. All of this is so nice. If you're not literally running to their website right now, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Oh, I forgot to try this. This, I think everybody gets this as a free gift right now. It's a cleansing brush. And I guess I could have used this to cleanse, but I did not, so I'll use it next time. And apparently I've woken up my son. He's probably hungry. This is the last thing. This is their new lip serum, Advanced Lip Repair Serum with vegan collagen peptide, SH polypeptide 121. They explain what it is on the podcast, but I know that Andrea has been talking this up a storm. Perfect. My lips are serum. Is that spit up? No, spit up's over here. I have to go feed my son. Thank you guys so much. This is so nice. I love it. That plus the makeup, which I will insert here. Next, we have the Not Clown makeup. And I think overall, what I really want to just do is just have like a lighter lid. A lighter lid so that you can see the insides of my eyelids because everyone wants to see that. But I think that is the solution to what I was looking at. I was like, why does it feel so heavy? It's because I was using something just too dark, which I think is fine for like, as Stacey and Clinton would say, an evening look. But or no, I guess Carmody would have said that. Guess how old I am based on those names. I think I got too much today. I don't know if I'm supposed to put it here. If you know if I'm supposed to put it here, please tell me, because I don't know. I'm okay with this cream blush, this Clinique. That's nice. It's like a light touch. I feel like I was a little too heavy-handed with it before. The baby has opened his eyes. I'm gonna see if I can put him back to sleep. False alarm. He put himself back to sleep. So we're still going with the makeup. The other thing I need to do is have like more cool tones on my eyes. Again, if you know this information, please tell me. I will take your suggestions. Great, this is all wet now. That's fine. Just towel dry. I don't know what to use. I will try this ancient palette that I have from the Body Shop. Good, I love having a damp brush. Feels so nice on my eye. It's damp because I threw it in the sink. That was not clear. Is it too high? I don't think so. I don't think it is. I think it looks correct. I don't know why I'm putting so much pressure on myself to do this. It's not like anyone cares except me. That's why I'm putting so much pressure on myself. Come on, Emily. Because I care. Because I want to feel good. That was the whole point of doing this. A dash of purple on the corners. Again, this just feels too heavy-handed. But you know what? Let's rub it off. I'm revealing my psoriasis again. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. The baby's awake after all. We must assist him in slumber. Okay, so the baby is back down asleep. Today, I will not neglect the lip. Also, something that I did not do was put like a darker eyeshadow along the lash line this time. And I think it makes my eyes look a little bit brighter and a lot less emo punk. Probably should have brushed my teeth before I did that. Great. Anyway, this is the hair and makeup look that I think I'm gonna go with for a little while, for the next foreseeable future, till I have another baby, perhaps. Wow. All of my skincare. Oh my god. Don't you love it? The makeup has really made a difference. And doing it with my hands instead of with a sponge also made a huge difference. And I feel like it's just easy. It doesn't take me a long time to do it. I just feel like it's a good process and a good flow. It's like a 5-minute kind of a routine. It's not a lot of extra effort, not a lot of extra like thought process that has to go into it, which is perfect because when you have new mom brain plus ADHD brain, it's just, there isn't really room in your brain for literally anything else. There just isn't. So it's nice to have a fast and easy, but like really good looking routine to make everything feel good. The last thing I'm going to talk about is exercise. If you exercise before giving birth, give yourself a little grace. You don't have to jump back into it right away. I feel like I jumped into it a little bit too fast and I know I shouldn't have, but you know, I forced myself to go on a walk and it was so hard. Only a couple of days after giving birth, like 5 or 6 days after. That is, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you could go out for a walk, but like I should not have done it. Personally, it was not a good move for me because my whole pelvic floor was so heavy. I felt like everything inside of me was like falling out, basically. It was really hard. So I gave myself a couple of extra weeks, months probably. I started back with light yoga. That felt really good. And then I've been getting into strength training, going to the mommy baby classes where I bring Archie with me. I use him as my weight. That's really good. I did do some stationary cycling pretty shortly after giving birth, and let me tell you what not to do. Don't do it. You know, if you still need the donut pillow, don't do it. Even if you're like just off the donut pillow, just give yourself a little bit more time. Cause like, if your whole vagina just feels like it's still falling out, don't get on a stationary bike. Oh my God. Last but not least, I want to take you on my very first run back since having Archie. And this was a really, really important run for me because I haven't been able to run in like well over a year, like almost a year and a half. And I explain why shortly. But I'm gonna wrap this up with my first run back and just share with you all the fun stuff about that. I'm officially out for my first run since giving birth, and I'm so happy I get to do this. I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to because the arthritis has been a little iffy this weekend. It's also freezing rain, but you know, most runners will tell you, it really doesn't matter what the weather is. If you gotta run, you gotta run. I've missed it so much. I am 2 minutes in and very out of breath, but hey, I'm doing it and I'm still happy. 5 minutes in, time for a little break. This is rough. I used to run like a casual 5K 3 times a week, so the challenge is really not so much getting out to run, it is doing it in a slow way so that I don't injure myself. I have too many expectations for what my body can do because it's a very different body than it was. Actually, the last time I went running was when I was a few weeks pregnant with Archie. I had a subchorionic hematoma, and that scared me enough to stop running for the whole pregnancy. So it's been well over a year. It's a lot of time. It's Sunday morning and it's time for everybody to have their breakfast, and it smells like bacon out here. I got 10 seconds. Go time. Interesting filming yourself while running. I guess you could try it if you wanted. I think I'm gonna put my phone away now though. 12 minutes in. Check out all of the ice on here. It's crazy. I'm trying to do like a 5-minute on, 2-minute off, which has worked for me before when I had to stop running and get back into it. Whew. And it's good. I really like running. I also like running where there are no sidewalks because then people don't get mad at you for running on the street. Holy cow. Into my third lap, whatever you call it. What do you call it? It starts with an I, right? I'm sure I'll think of it. Once I had to do an audition where you run and you look cool running, and I was like, I'm sure I look cool running. Let me do this audition. I love running. There's a track at the high school nearby, and Justin filmed me and I was running at full speed. I'm gonna try to find the footage because it's ridiculous. It's so funny. I look so dorky, but I also look so happy. So if you feel like you look like a dork, sometimes you gotta just go with, well, do I feel happy? And kind of roll with it. Interval. The word is interval. Got it. All right, starting the 4th interval. I think this will be the last one. My goal is to do 30 minutes. So if I can get up to 26 with these 5 minutes on, 2 minutes off, then I'm gonna feel pretty good about that. That'll take me to 26 minutes and then a 4-minute cool down. Yay! Less than 30 seconds to go of my first run back. My first run back. I feel very heavy and very good. 10 seconds, and that's it. So that was 26 minutes with 5 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 4 intervals. Now I gotta cool down and walk home. So I don't know if the pelvic floor heaviness is just because I gotta take a big dookie or if it's from the birth giving. I've been doing a lot of pelvic floor physiotherapy to prepare for this. I was cleared by my pelvic floor physio therapist. It's been 5 months since I gave birth. I've been doing a lot of core work rebuilding my whole core strength. I was talking to some people who gave birth a long time before I did, and they didn't have access to pelvic floor physios. Like, it wasn't a thing. And just in case you are about to give birth, definitely get yourself one, invest in it, because it will make the whole postpartum journey a lot easier on your body. You won't feel like a crumpled mess. I may have run a little bit too far away from home and now I have a lot to walk. I'm home. 10 out of 10, excellent first run back. Would recommend, as long as you're cleared by your medical professionals. Yes! And if you got this far into it, thank you so much for watching. And I hope that if you are looking at different ways to enhance your postpartum experience with a postpartum glow up, maybe this inspired you a little bit. And I also hope that if you are currently postpartum, you are really taking care of yourself, because that's so important. It's so hard what you're doing right now. It's so hard. Just be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself, and remember that you only get to do this once. Do it in a way that makes you feel happy. Don't do it because somebody said you had to. Choose the things that feel right for you. And don't let social media, or me, or anybody else tell you otherwise, that you have to do any certain thing to feel better postpartum, because it's freaking hard enough as it is. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Goodbye.